ready? Right. Kamehameha.
Arjun, what are you doing?
I'm practicing my Kamehameha.
Your power levels aren't that high. Darren, give me a readout.
It's over 9,000!
Last time we saw the crew from Dragon Ball Z, they were battling it out in Ultimate Tenkaichi, a side-scrolling brawler with a strong focus on quick-time events and button-driven gameplay.
But now we have Dragon Ball Z for Kinect, which takes that familiar fighting style from the TV series and puts it into the first-person perspective. But can it still recreate that feeling of ultimate power?
Using the Kinect, you were taught to perform a large number of offensive and defensive moves that can be applied in one-on-one battles with characters from the series.
Guys, I had quite a bit of fun with the previous Dragon Ball game. Those massive battles looked fantastic and the combat style was certainly different. So I was glad to see another game in the series trying to improve on the formula by adding such a unique way to play.
I was very excited to see what these fights would look like in the first-person perspective, especially those crazy airborne battles. But while the cel-shaded art style still suits the cartoon perfectly, not to mention those enormous flashy moves, which are still jaw-dropping, I soon discovered why almost all fighting games are played from this side. It didn't really work, did it?
Well, for starters, the navigation is handled by rocking either forward or back, which both looks and feels pretty clumsy. Then, when it comes to the combat itself, the Kinect generally fails at detecting and translating your movements with the precision that's required.
To be fair, it's not the Kinect itself that's the problem. It's the fault of the game's programming. Many of the same poses have been pulled off successfully in other Kinect titles, but here the game just feels laggy and unresponsive.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like a rushed job, doesn't it? I had a lot of trouble with those two-staged attacks, and some moves require poses that look way too similar to each other, so this just resulted in punches when I wanted to block, dashes when I was trying to evade. I found the easiest way was to just spam the air with punches and get through like that.
Yeah, we managed to beat the first 3 chapters alone doing this.
Alright, I'll punch him this time.
I think maybe if you just try, like, stopping for a second, catching your breath, and then just punching, like, twice as hard.
Okay, I think I need a sub.
Once you complete these fights, you unlock extra characters that can then be used in score attack mode, but it's pretty much the same as the story mode, minus the long cutscenes.
Those cutscenes are long, but they're also really weird and so bad that they're actually good.
Calm down, Nappa. How can you fight him if you're so angry you can't even see straight?
It may sound like we're being a little bit harsh on this game, but I don't think even Dragon Ball Z fans will be able to tolerate these laggy, frustrating controls for very long.
There is a bonus 20-minute episode included that has never been released outside of Japan, but that hardly makes up for the fundamentally deficient gameplay.
Especially when there's no multiplayer either. I didn't mind fighting the computer to begin with, but just like the previous game, it starts off so easy, and then bam, that difficulty jumps up, and I'm stuck watching myself getting beaten over and over again.
There's no way you could defeat me!
And that's just not much fun.
Look, if you absolutely must get your hands on everything Dragon Ball Z, then you might get a bit of fun out of this, but honestly, I'd much rather go back and play more Ultimate Tenkaichi. I'm only giving this 3 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it 3 as well.
What are his power levels now?
10. Only 10.